BlastShield secure remote access from ground zero, nothing, to full implementation in under 5 minutes. Well, let's go ahead and add BlastAccess remote desktop. Can we do it? I think we can. I'm going to start with an unregistered user link sent to me from BlastWave. Okay, let's start the clock. I'll paste that user link right in here to this browser window. It's going to give me the opportunity to register that user using my BlastShield authenticator. There it goes. Would you like to register? Yes, I would. That name's just fine. And successful registration. I now have a user in the BlastShield system. Didn't have one a moment ago. Now I've got one. Now, I also need a client to be able to get access to the orchestrator. The orchestrator is where I'm going to administer this system. So I'm going to install this BlastShield client. Click install. It's going to ask me for my password. To get that installed on this workstation. So it's going to go through its little installation routine. There it is. Close that. I now have a client and I have a user. I'm going to use the mobile app again to authenticate to BlastShield. Take a shot of that QR code. That's a handshake code right there in the client. It doesn't come across the wire. There's that Joe Baxter network we just registered. Face ID on the iPhone, Android works the same way. I'm now connected. But since we're zero trust, deny by default, to get to the administrative piece, that's the orchestrator, I have to log in again. Here we are. I'm at the orchestrator. Now, I want to create some remote access to this Windows workstation right here. Now, I can do that in a number of different ways, but let's just go ahead and make it easy here. We're going to add an agent to this device. New agent's fine. Let's just call it new agent 1. And we're going to save and download that installation. Just basically copy the Windows installation command. Go over here to this Windows machine, open a PowerShell prompt, pop that in there, or a command line. It doesn't matter. It's going to configure that BlastAccess. Notice this unregistered box here. Say yes. It's going to go to offline. Just a second. And then in just a moment further, it'll go online. Right about now. There it goes. Awesome. So now we have an agent online. Now, what we need to get to remote access through the BlastAccess remote desktop system is an additional little piece. So we're going to go to the browser. We're going to go to support.blastwave.com and download another little piece of software. This is just a little agent that streams that remote, that video from the desktop. Download that. Let's open that little application there. This is going to be another little agent that runs that just does the video streaming for BlastAccess. Get it on there. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. I better hurry. All right. So that's installed. Now, to make this work, I'm going to go ahead and check and see these services running on this machine just to make sure that everything's ready and good to go. There we go. BlastAccess, Blast Agent, BlastShield Agent. That's great. Now, over here in the orchestrator, I'm going to turn on remote desktops. Save those changes. That says offline, but it'll be online in just a second. It's got to find its way there. And in the meantime, I'm going to go to my users. This is the user that I'm logged in as, this fast SRA. I'm going to make sure that remote access or remote desktop access is available there. Okay, last little step. I'm going to go to my policies, and I'm going to turn on the BlastAccess remote desktop policy. It goes from the remote users to the remote desktops. So that just means I need to get these guys into their right groups. So the BlastAccess users, let's add a member. We're going to add fast SRA. Save those changes. Back to my groups. Go to my BlastAccess desktops. Add a member. And I'm going to add that new agent 1. Save changes. Now, since I have all of this stuff set up, 43 seconds remaining, let's go back to this new agent. There it is. It's online. Now I can go to my BlastShield client. Open that up, and now I've got a new button now. I can launch and go to remote desktops. Log in again. Again, zero trust, deny by default. Looky there, I've got the new agent. There's my remote desktop. And I'm going to send the input, Control-Alt-Delete, and log in. That's BlastAccess remote desktops in a nutshell. Now I have full access to this system, and I've done it in less than 5 minutes. That's BlastShield, BlastAccess, secure remote access.